going on, everyone? Thanks for coming out to another episode of the Thunderdome, episode 8. How's everyone doing? Hope your weekend's doing pretty good. Mute that. Had something else going. Let's see here. I'm trying to set everything up. So how's everybody doing? Happy Saturday. Hope all is well. A lot of you are probably out shopping right now. Football games with the kids, all that good stuff. Shit. Never hooked up my light, damn it. Oh well. You can see me good enough. Got this gorgeous girl. No, actually, let me turn this light on. Would have helped if I plugged it in. Turn it down. There we go. This is one I produced last year. Fire Pastel Lesser Clown. I like her pattern. Let's see. Try to zoom in. I always have a hard time trying to learn this, getting it down. You got to go instead of left, right. It's a female. What's up, girl? Saying hi? It's a British snake. I'm going to probably be changing times. Saturdays, I knew it was going to be a tough one to try to get people to come out and watch. So I'm thinking, I'm not exactly sure. I'm probably going to do like 4 to 4:30, or between like 4 and 4:30. I'm probably going to switch the time to, but I'll let everybody know when that happens. And for sure, I think it's probably going to be next Saturday that I do change it, though. It's kind of hard sometimes to, like I said, I know everybody's out there. It's Saturday, their day off, and first day and all that, trying to go out with the family and friends and good stuff. Kids having football games and cheerleading, baseball, all that good stuff. In fact, back when I was a kid, when I took martial arts, we had Saturdays we'd go to martial arts on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for training at the dojo. But on Saturdays we would was our test for our belt and stuff. So, and soccer games, I always had soccer on Saturday, and then when we went to the championship, that was also on a Saturday. So, kind of a tough spot, real well. I get it. Trying to go through stuff. Sorry if the phone's all shaky. I'm gonna see here. I'm gonna go over some results that we had from last week. We've got, for week 5, we have Will he got 1, scored 1 point last week, so he's got a total of 8. Ken, he only got 1 also. He's now at 10, so he's still the leader so far. Josh, he's got a score now. Finally, he got from his first week that that he, as far as we know that we've seen. He's got 2 from last week, so that's a total of 2. Um, I looked, Josh, I couldn't find any of those games that you put in. I'm gonna try to look again. I went through them. If I can't end up finding those, what I'll end up doing is I'll just put the weeks, like I'll give some weeks out to you. So you'll pick, instead of 4 games, you'll pick like 8 or 12 or whatever. Really, we do it over a week or 2 time, but we'll get you going on that. So, but so Josh is at 2-2. We've got John, who got 2 last week, and he's at a total of 9. So John's starting to catch up. He's doing pretty good. He's only 1 behind Ken. So Jamie, this one's actually wrong. She did get 1 last week, but her total's actually 8. So I do got to change that one. So Jamie's not doing too bad neither. She's right behind John, excuse me. And then just a couple behind Ken. And then I'm in there at 9, but I got 2 last week, but that's not going to, again, of course, I don't count on that. So everybody's doing pretty good. Anybody that hasn't joined in yet, you got a pretty good shot of catching up. I mean, this is week 5, so 4 times 5, that's 20. And my math was right on that. So that Ken's only 10, so he's got half of what. So I mean, if you've got all 4 correct every week for 3 weeks straight, 12, you could catch up pretty fast, or even at 3. I mean, sometimes there's a lot of times that these people are only getting 1 right. So if you still want to join in, you have a pretty good chance at it. Hit the wrong button. Let's pop that off. And then we got, for the picks for this coming week, pick 1, we have the Lions at the Vikings. That's going to be a pretty good game. That one's going to be interesting. Can't wait to check that one out. For pick 2, we have the Chiefs at the Niners. That should be a pretty good game. Of course, I'm going for the Chiefs on that one. Niners, I don't know. I got to check and see. I'm not sure who's all on their injured reserve list, who they got back. But pick 3, we have the Texans at the Packers. That should be a pretty good game also. And then for pick 4, we got the Raiders at the Rams. I'm sure that one will be pretty good. Of course, being a Rams fan, I got to go for them. Can't stand the Raiders neither. Of course, I got a lot of friends that are Raiders fans, so it's always fun to talk trash. In fact, we played John last week. We played the Packers, played you guys, so that was supposed to be a pretty good game, and ended up losing, but so yep, that'll be you guys' picks for the following week, for next week's games. I think it's 2 weeks out, actually. We're kind of ahead, but so yeah. Check this guy out. This guy's a good eater. He's got an appetite from hell, that's for sure. He's playing peekaboo. Peekaboo. Come out and say hi? No? Want to stay hidden? Be shy. Yeah, this guy's a good looking boy, though. When I seen him, I had to have him. Always wanted to get something blue, so kind of a bluish gray. It's pretty neat. Hey, come out. What's wrong with it? I was wanting to know if everybody, like anybody out there, has a racking system, like a Freedom Breeder or anything like that, any type of metal racking. Because I wanted to. A lot of that stuff's expensive, and I know how to weld, so there's no point in me really spending $2,000, $10,000 on some of these racks that they got when I could do it myself. But I wanted to see if anybody has metal racks, whether it's Freedom Breeder or whoever, to see if you got like what you would do different with it. What would you change? Because I got a few ideas of what I want to do with some stuff. I seen like Billy from Mutation Creation. He has what was it? The kick plates actually that he ended up doing, had done on his, and I thought that was a pretty cool idea because help kind of keep the rats or mice if something does drop going, inside of the underneath the rack. So that's something I wanted to add into there. But if you guys have any ideas, like stuff problems that you didn't like that you would want different on there or something, let me know. Reach out. That'd be pretty awesome. It's something I'm not going to do till probably next year sometime. um, I'm gonna I'm gonna do aluminum, do some TIG welding, because if I do just the steel, that's gonna be so damn heavy. The aluminum's gonna be a lot lighter. So probably, I don't know, I think it might cost me a little bit more for the aluminum, but that's all right. Definitely be worth it to be lighter and everything. But yeah, if anybody has any suggestions or anything, just let me know. Be much appreciated. But hope everybody's breeding season's going pretty well. Um, Hopefully, you got some stuff cooking in the incubator that's pretty nice. I know I got a couple of clutches that I'm waiting on. Uh, should be dropping any day. I've got a pied clutch that's going to be dropping between now and like next couple weeks. I have blackhead, super inchy. What else is she? Blackhead, super inchy, Mojave, I believe. Female. She's due in here in the next couple weeks, also like next 2-3 weeks. So can't wait to see how those turn out. Got a banana orange string yellow belly pied hypo that got bred with them. So if I could pull, if I hit the all gener, hit a banana orange string yellow belly, blackhead, inchy, Mojave, that would be pretty cool. Like to see that. See how that turns out. Um, and then I got um, with the pied female, she's just a normal pied. She's got bred with the banana orange stream yellow belly, pied hypo also. So those are just stuff to take. Those are going to be that clutch will go into the. I'll take into the expo just for pet snakes. In fact, I was going to ask everybody too. I'm curious if anybody's done like Craigslist before with their snakes and they're like how you liked it or whatnot. Because I did probably about 7-8 years ago. I had a bully that I bred. I put the babies up on the litter on Craigslist, and I don't know. It's cool. It's good, but it's a bad thing. Like the cons about it, or you get a lot of calls, and most of them aren't really interested in the animal, or they're interested, but they don't got the money. It's just a waste of your time. Um, some people, I had a lady that wanted to trade like a wheelbarrow and some like garden tools for a dog, so that was kind of crappy too. Like, man, I'm not. No, you're kind of wasting my time. You know, if you want to try to bargain, $50 down or something, that's different, or $100. But so I kind of knew already about Craigslist. I've done it before, but the first time I did it with the snakes was actually, I put them in the other day, a couple of them that I have left, and I had one call, or not a call, it was a text at, what was it, 10 or 9:30 at night. So I texted the guy back, and he was interested. I can't remember if it was him or the other one asked for more pictures. I sent him or not, but he said he had to work till 3:30. That he would get off. Um, when he got off, he wanted to meet up and everything. And so I waited that whole day for that guy to text or call or something, let me know. He never ended up calling or texting, but that same night when he texted at 9:30, I had another person text at 12 o'clock at night. So that was kind of irritating. Like, man, if you're going to sit here and, you know, call about it or text up on an animal, call or text at a little better time, not 12 o'clock, like 9, 10 o'clock at the latest. But yeah, that was kind of crappy. I think actually that was the one that wanted a bunch of pictures or wanted some pictures. So I took like 4 or 5, sent it to them. They asked a couple more questions, and then that was the end of that. And then I had yesterday, so this is like a couple of days after when I first put them in, I had somebody text and want to know if I had a pied, and I was like, no, just the ones that are in there. I told them I'll have some in a few months. Well, they ended up saying that they asked how long the snake was, so I told them. They ended up, what it was they were a teacher for some, I forget what it was, biology, I think. And so they needed that for their classroom. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool, awesome. So I went ahead and sent them like another 4 the pictures, same ones that I had sent the other person. I went and sent them because the one that I put in Craigslist wasn't the greatest. These were a lot better, so I sent that to them. But pretty much that was it. I hadn't heard anything back, so kind of shitty sometimes, but whatever. Fred, what's up, man? How you doing? Appreciate you coming out. Hope all is well. Brave, what's going on? How you doing? Bro, what's up, brother? How you doing? Glad you came out. Hope all is well. Are you out on service right now, or are you still back at your house? I was just chatting away and didn't see your guys' comments. I just thought about it. I was like, shit. Better go look. Thanks, Ro. Appreciate it. How's those chondros doing? And Ro's got some nice chondros. Those things are... I need to get one. I've always wanted one since I first got into reptiles years ago when I was a kid, and never got one, but that's on my bucket list. I was hoping maybe next year, but if not, the year after, I gotta get one. What's up, Will? How you doing? Hope all is well. Hey, Will, I messed up too. I never checked my thing on Thursday for the fantasy football. I fucked up. I keep slipping, man. I got a vision rack I use for my ASF and rats. I really like the casters for sure. Actually, I'm glad you said that, Will, because that's the other thing that I was interested in too. I said for a snake rack, but I also rat racks. I'm interested in too. What people would change on that. I know like Freedom Breeder. I don't know if there's a reason for it. It might be. I know Justin. I think he has the Freedom Breeders, and where the hose goes. The water hose for the rats, there's like a clamp, and it was kind of loose. So he took some pliers or something, kind of tightened it down. But I'm wondering if maybe that was like on purpose, if he did that or I mean, if Freedom Breeder does that. So basically, it might be too tight and not get in there. So you might have to have that loose and do it. I'm not sure, but it was a quick fix, and worked perfect after that. There was no like, I guess it was like a little rattle and make noise or something, kind of irritating as hell. So yeah, because that's what I wanted to get some animal plastic racks for now. That's what I was going to do. Because right now, like a lot of my everything I got, they're all on like a Walmart shelf. So it's one of those black wired ones that from Walmart. They're like $70. Some of them are 40, like the smaller ones. But I use those for now. But I want to go to the animal plastics because that's going to be a lot cheaper, like I said, rather than doing metal. I want to get them in that just so that I can have more heat in, because with the wired ones, it's too much of an open spot. So, ooh, nice. Sweet. That'd be pretty cool. I have to check that out. Congrats. CL is good for 100 down. Usually anything more than that, I don't know if I get. What's that, the CL? My brain's not working. I had some green tea that I made myself, and it's pretty good. So I'm I'm kind of stuck on stupid right now. Um, Possibly so. I'm on a few of but I don't really get on there much, to be honest with you. Um, I more use that for friends and family. So, like, there's a couple times Steve actually has a group on there. I think it's his name, the Aria, if I remember right. But yeah, he's got a group. I mean, of course, he's not close to me, but yeah, I pay attention more to his. Window shoppers and tire kickers for sure. Yeah, yeah, it was crazy, man, because it was a like a wheelbarrow and fucking a shovel and a rake and shit. She wanted to trade me fucking. I'm like, dude, this is a $500 paper dog. Fucking, this was like, I said eight. I think it was longer than that. Yeah, this was like 12 years ago, to be honest, like 12, 13 years ago. And yeah, she's wanting to trade me all kinds of stupid shit. Like, no, I don't. Sit there and trade a damn wheelbarrow. What the fuck? Vision racks have their own and much better than the nozzle clamps through Reptile Basics. Nice. That's interesting. I've seen the vision racks too. I've checked them out. Um, but animal plastics, or yeah, it was animal plastics. Those are probably some of the best, like at a pretty good price too. I couldn't really complain too much with their price. I think, what was it, $500? You get, was it a 5 to 7 slot or something like that? Tub. It's like a 5 or 6, 7 tub rack. So yeah, I definitely like that. And then plus too, like I said, I got the wired shelves that are all open and all that shit. So with that, it'll actually enclose it a lot more, keep all my heat in, and I won't have to use other heat sources to keep it as warm in the room. Yeah. If you're talking about the animal plastics, I haven't got racks from them, but I did get a couple cages. And at that time, it was a 2 month wait or so, 2, 3 months, something like that, or 6 to 8, some shit like that. And yeah, it was like it was a 6 to 8 week wait. I already knew that, and I had waited. It was 2 months, and I still hadn't received anything. So they're actually, I forget the lady's name from the customer service. She's really cool, really nice. She, I called her and I was like, yeah, I was just curious about my cage because it's been a couple months. And they said it was like a 6 to 8 week process before, it'd be done. And I didn't expect it to be at my door, but at least be, finished and have some type of notification, that I'm going to receive it in the next week or so. Um, so I called her, talked to her. She was super nice, really nice lady. She went, got my paperwork, and she goes, I'll have it done for you. So she went, took it straight out to the shop, went out on their floor and gave it to them, their warehouse. And then so literally like that next day it was done and they got it shipped. So I had it like, I don't know, 4 days later or whatever, within the week, however long that took. But yeah, it was pretty cool. They definitely, and she's like, if you're cool with her, and that should be anybody, obviously. I mean, I've worked customer service, and it's just common sense that you treat people with respect and everything. But um, she's like the type that she's really cool, and she'll put it forward for you if you're nice. But if you're an asshole, you're gonna go in the back of the list. She'll probably add 3 more months to that shit. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. I like their customer service, really good, and cheap prices. Like I said, good quality. I couldn't complain one bit. I mentioned in local groups you can sometimes find some people looking for some breeders, especially rat ASF breeders. Nice. Man, I wish I could get some ASF rats too. That's what sucks here in California. We can't have that shit. Like, I guess we have to get the field mice, huh? In fact, Will, aren't you in I can't remember. Oh no, maybe you're not in California. I can't remember. I get the 12 stack. Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to get because it's, well, that's the other thing I like about it. Personally, I would rather just get the 12. I mean, I think you're going to get it a little cheaper rather than, yeah, because shipping, obviously, that's going to be more, but I think even it might be a better deal if you do it all in one shot instead of two. But I would prefer to just get the 12 and just go as high as I can and utilize all that space. But at the same time, it's cool because you could take and actually stack them on top of each other. So that's always cool. I like that. Where if you wanted to buy a 5 and get a 7 later or whatever, or a 6 and a 6, or I guess, I don't know how high you would go, what the tallest is. I know obviously you can go up to like 12. I don't know if you'd really want to hit 13, 14, 15 high, but if you can, that would be cool to get like a 8 and a 5 or something, or 8 and 6, whatever, if you need, your ceiling was that tall. Yeah, exactly. Nice. Yeah, their enclosures they're really good. The only thing I did mess up on though, the first one, it was my fault. I knew better. Um, kind of. It was really hot. It was summertime, and I just got finished with it. I put the caulking all in there, got the seal done. Well, I put it out. It was out. I did this outside, obviously, because of the smell, and I left it out there for like 3 days just to make sure that it was done. And I really didn't need it that long, but the the heat ended up kind of like warping the center of the top board. Everything else was fine, but that top one was just, it kind of sunk down. So when I stuck the other one on it, there's like a little bit of a bow under it, but whatever, it is what it is. It still works perfectly fine. The glass closes and opens and everything. Um, and it was real simple and easy. Like just the screws. I mean, that was awesome. Have your drill. It comes with the screws, obviously, and then they give you this seal. Um, so as long as, I think the drill was literally about the only thing you needed, and then like maybe a marker, or razor blade maybe, and maybe some alcohol. Because what I did was I marked the when I put the little plastic tabs that they got on the glass, I marked, took measuring tape and marked it, measured so that everything was lined up. And so I took a red marker and did that. And then that way you could just take the alcohol and wipe that off or whatever. That's what I thought. Well, I wanted to say you were from California. And what the hell's with that chief shit? That's what threw me off. Okay, yeah, you're in Washington now. Right on. What's up, Ken? How you doing, brother? Oh, no worries, man. It's Saturday. I know everybody's out and enjoying their day doing what they do on a Saturday. I was actually in the beginning of the show, I was talking about that. I'm thinking about changing the frame time most likely because at 12, I mean, it's such a horrible time. It's Saturday. I know everybody's got, their kids and wife and, going to the mall and football games, baseball games, and all that other good stuff. So, um, yeah, it's like a horrible time. I knew that in the beginning. So I was like, well, I'll just run with it and see what happens. Who knows? And yeah, it's just not all that great. No, it wasn't. 5 Fukino, baby. Yeah, you guys are on fire, man. Who where are you guys at, Ken? Are you guys 4-1 now? I got it, or 3-2. No worries, brother. No worries. I know everybody's busy. 3-2. So I thought you guys were 3-2. So that's not bad. Shit, I don't even know what our fucking record. I know we're 1 or 2 games we won. I can't even remember. We're fucking sucking. We need to get our players back, man. Puka Nakua, Cooper Cup. That shit's killing us bad. Yeah, Ken, I was telling Will I messed up, man. I still didn't mess with my injured reserve list. I never even checked. I was busy. I think, well, actually, we had the RWO show on Thursday, and that's when I was thinking about it. I was like, well, I'll do it afterwards. And then I had to feed all of the snakes. So that was kind of, I had some other shit I had to get done too. I forgot all about it. Oh, I'm pretty stoked too. I got a new hat coming in. It's like this one, like I think it's like this blue, pretty close to it. Uh, but it's got the Blue Zombie Morphs logo on it. So that's just gonna be. I already seen it. Like the sample of it, I should say. I didn't get to see it after it was completed, but yeah, it's tough. I want to find a place though that sits there and does the back side of the hat. I've seen a couple, but there's so many places and like, but a lot of them have the snapback and everything. I want the flex fit and all that. I don't want the uh, snapback or any of that or the Velcro. Like the snapback's okay. I got a couple of those. I don't mind them. That's kind of old school, back when I used to play baseball and shit. But now anymore, it's like I don't know. I just like the flex fit. They look better and everything. Especially you could turn your hat around and not have that little fucking weird spot showing your hair and shit. Who caught me this week? My pick sucked. Um, Shit. I want to say it was John. Let me go back. I want to pull it up right now. Brand. Let's see. Sorry about my big ass finger going across the screen. I'm trying not to. All right, Ken. So we have for week 5 results. Will got 1 last week, so he's got a total of 8. You got 1 last week also, so you're at 10. Josh, he got so far until we figure out with him, get him picks or find what he had. He's got 2 last week, so he's sitting at a total of 2. John, he got 2 also last week. He's at 9, so he's the closest one to you, really. Um, I am too, but obviously I don't count. So John's got 9. Jamie, she got 1 last week. That's actually wrong, her total. It's supposed to be 8. So she's got 8. John's at 9. I'm at 9. And then Will, he's at 8. So he's pretty close too. He's just 2 behind you. I was thinking I'm going to try to find, I already looked and tried to find Josh's picks and everything. I couldn't find them. I'm going to try to look through it again. I know John said he was going to, but he was pretty busy with stuff. So I'm going to, if I can't find his picks and everything, I'm just going to give him like, I'll throw out 12 games and then he could pick, and that way he'll have something in there. For the next week's games, we have here. Hold on, let me get this shit out of the way for you. This logo's in the way. Oh, I guess you could see it. Never mind, I lied. So we have the Lions at Vikings for game pick 1. That's going to be a pretty good game. Pick 2, we have the Chiefs at the Niners. For pick 3, we got Texans at Packers. And then for pick 4, we have the Raiders at the Rams. And Rams are going to win this game, damn it. We got to do something. I'm sick and tired of losing. So, let's see here. Let me go back and get this off. So, yeah, I guess that's going to be about the end of it. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick 10 seconds of silence for my Uncle Larry, who passed away, unfortunately. So I'm just going to do a quick 10-15 second moment of silence. All right. Yeah, he was a Purple Heart veteran and everything. It was unfortunate finding that out. So rest in peace, Uncle Larry. He'll be truly missed. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut this show down. I'll keep you informed. Like I said, I'm probably going to run this next week around 4 or something. It's just a lot better time for everybody and everything. So until I'll put it on Instagram. But like I said, most likely it'll be 4. So anyways, everyone that came out, I appreciate it. Thank you, Will, Ken, Roe, everyone that came out. Appreciate you guys. Until next time, have a good one.